everybody, welcome to a pay-per-view review of NXT TakeOver in your house. The first time we had in your house in 21 years since St. Valentine's Day Massacre. And now we finally going to have this show featuring some nostalgic classic vibe and some great actions. So we open with the returning of Todd Pengill, along with some nostalgic classic in your house vibe. Also kicked off with the live performance of Code Orange, who were playing the official theme song of this show. For those of you who don't know Code Orange, and we opened the match with 6-woman tag match. We had Shotzi Blackheart, Mia Yim, and Tegan Knox taking on Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. I would also want to point out that Tegan Knox is wearing a Captain Marvel attire, along with three ladies having a three different color of hairstyles, the red, blue, and green. You know, the Powerpuff Girls of this match. Well, first off, I can't be the only one who actually thought that Raquel Gonzalez kind of looks like Sonya Deville, except she has a different hairstyle, which he has like a wavy hair. Yeah, Tegan coming off with the top row to the floor with a flipping dive onto the crowd. Candice LeRae and Mia Yim brawling each other to the back, which they'll continue the storytelling. Tegan Knox hit Dakota Kai with the Shining Wizard for the victory, but yeah, she finally pins her rival Dakota Kai. Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, and Shotzi Blackheart are victorious. And the match was, let's say, a little bit too rushed in the build, and it could have been a lot more better, although it was an okay. So I'm gonna have to give this a 3 stars. Up next, we had Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, and then Finn decided to jump on Damian before referee decided to ring the bell. And Finn gets to have an early advantage on Damian. Damian fights back and uses these steps for an extra leverage for the side suplex onto the ring apron. And as a matter of fact, I can't be the only one who actually thought that Damian Priest kind of looks like Baron Corbin, Lone Wolf, am I right? So one of the highlight moments is that Finn Balor counters an attempt at a razor edge from the ring apron onto the ring steps, so he knocks Damian back onto the steps with a forearm in a brutal looking bump. So moments later, Finn Balor was able to hit the coup de grace for the win. So I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars. Match was pretty decent. The only problem is that there's been some stall time and some taunt. So aside from that, this match was pretty decent. Before I jump into the next match, I forgot to tell you that there was some nostalgic commercial in case for those of you who have watched WWF Monday Night Raw back in the early 90s, where he had this commercial of IcoPro, you know, the bodybuilding commercial, I would say. Anyways, on to the next match. We had Keith Lee defending his NXT North American Championship against Johnny Gargano. Before I get to the match review, I would like to say that during the two entrants of Johnny Gargano and Keith Lee, Johnny was actually wearing the Mandalorian gear from Star Wars, which that fits him as the antagonist of this rivalry. We would see him walking up to the door with a key. We get to see a picture of Doc Hendricks, aka Michael Hayes, in a picture, but sadly we didn't get to see him commenting. We also had another entrance of Keith Lee, which Keith Lee wore Black Lives Matter to show his support for social change. And onto the match. Johnny used some smart offense in this match, including pressing his fingers and wrists into Keith's injured eye while working on a Cobra Clutch. Crowd were chanting Gargano sucks in, you know, John Cena's theme music, and even Johnny sucks, which I don't know what song was a reference from, but yeah, Keith Lee was able to fight back at this moment before moments later Candice LeRae made her way to ringside but was chased off by Mia Yim, and Johnny used a distraction to dig at Keith's eye with a key and hit a series of super kicks to Lee's head, with each one of the results of in a 2 count. And Keith Lee was able to survive with the onslaught, managed to hit the Spirit Bomb, followed by a Power Bomb and a Big Bang Catastrophe to retain his title. And I gotta say, it was a bit of a solid match. I would give this a 4 stars. That match was also pretty decent, but I'd say this match was match of the night so far. So, great match out there. Up next, we had Adam Cole defending his NXT Championship against Velveteen Dream in a last chance backlot brawl. So, if Velveteen loses, he can no longer challenge for the NXT Championship while Adam is still champion. So, this match was, I'd say it was too much of a bit of some cinematic. At least we get to see some great spots. My only problem is that this match was too much of a monologue, stalling time, taunting, and some interference and cinematic. But yeah, at least we get to hear commentators calling out for this match, unlike the Firefly Funhouse and Boneyard match. I mean, there were nowhere near this kind of match. It was a bit of a disappointment in my opinion, but although there were great high spots in this match, and we did end this match where Adam Cole does the Canadian Destroyer onto a pile of chair, and he gets to retain the NXT Championship, which he will continue his reign. So I'm gonna give this a 3 3/4 stars. This match was not pretty bad, but the problem is this was too much of a cinematic. It could have been better if this match took place inside the Performance Center like we usually have, but still. Up next, we had Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross. That's the name. Okay. At least we get to see an awesome entrance of Karrion Kross. But yeah, shout out to Scarlett for that great outfit right there. This match was pretty disappointing in my opinion, mainly because this match was pretty short, and this was pretty much a bit of a squash match for Karrion. And the reason why is that Karrion had a big of offense, and my problem is that Tommaso had a great, excellent match with Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and even Aleister Black. But the problem is he wasn't able to beat that monster Karrion Kross in a 6-minute match. So Karrion Kross with the sleeper hold or chokehold, I don't know what's the name, and he had to make Tommaso pass out to his submission move. So Karrion Kross with the victory. I'm gonna have to give this a 2.5 stars because it's just that the match could have been a bit longer, and this match had to end like this. We had a main event for the NXT Women's Championship, which was the triple threat match. We got Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai. And I gotta say, this match was almost a perfect pace, which each woman getting with a high impact offense without any Lewis in the action. One of the highlight moments of this match was when things broke down into a brawl around the set, with Charlotte throwing Io through one of the set piece. As Charlotte and Rhea brawled, Io dove off the house at the front of the set and hit both women with a huge crossbody. Rhea nailed Charlotte with Riptide off to the second rope, but Io broke up the pin. Io and Rhea battled out, but as Rhea had Io locked in a prism trap, Charlotte entered the ring with a kendo stick and began laying waste to both. After assaulting Rhea with a Singapore cane, locked Rhea in a figure 8, but Io came off with the top rope with the moonsault onto Rhea and scored a pinfall victory as Charlotte tried to untangle her legs from Rhea's. So yeah, what a wonderful main event. I'll say it's almost as good as the instant classic matches on the network. During the celebration of Io winning the NXT Women's Championship, we get to see the traditional Japanese confettis. So I'm gonna have to give this a 4 1/4 stars. This match was pretty great. I would say a match of the night. My overall grade for this show has to be 70%. Honestly, this event would have been great if we didn't have a squash match or even a cinematic matches, but all in all, I enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Tap that little bell so you don't want to miss an upload. And all being honest, I think I should do some more review videos again soon. But yeah, as always, stay safe, peace, and cheers.